So let's have a look at the parts on a fairly standard hardtail mountain bike. We've got the saddle or seat here, the seat rails shown underneath that allow you to adjust the position forward or backwards of the seat, coming down to the seat post held in the clamp. There's the quick release lever for the seat to allow it to be raised and lowered quickly. We come down the seat tube, down, there's the bottle cage holding water, and we come to the front derailleur or front mechanism and the chain rings at the front. And we come to the point where the crank arm is attached, and inside there is where your bottom bracket is. You can see as we go up along the down tube, there's the cables there running for the gear changing mechanisms. And we come up to the head tube at the front with the headset clearly visible. Now we look at the handlebars themselves with the grips. We've also got the brake levers and the trigger shift for the gears. These are hydraulic disc brakes. You can see in the centre there with the word juicy on there, that is the cylinder for the brake fluid. We come across as a spare tube held on top of the headset. The other view from the headset there, you can see the gear cables and brake tubing there on the other side. Now move to the rear wheel. This is the rear mechanism or rear derailleur. You can see the cable and the cable stop there, how it's attached. We come up to the rear cassette, and if you look carefully at the rear cassette, you can actually see some of the small, on the top right of the screen, some of the small lips on the chain rings on the cassette, which allow the chain to move across from one chain ring to another as you change gear and alter the tension in the chain with the derailleur. We come along the chainstay here, a little bit worn on this bike, and that's back towards the front derailleur that we've already seen. You can see the other side of the quick release nut here, held in the dropout. And we come up the wheel stay, back up to the seat tube, where the quick release is for the seat that we've already looked at. Come along the top tube, and you can see the brake tubes there held on with cable ties. They were an aftermarket add-on, so this bike was originally made with cable brakes. And here we come to the front. We see the disc brake, we see the actual disc as it's held in. We can see the quick release lever for the quick release nut on the wheel, and then behind we can see the caliper for the disc brake. We'll have a look at that. Inside there is where the actual brake pads live, just as we can see as the camera moves around now. And there's a small spring clip on the top there which holds them in place. And off to the right there you can see the hub of the front wheel. We look at the same area on the back wheel. We can see the quick release lever as well, and the disc, the back disc brake. And we'll have a look quickly at the caliper and the brake pads in on the rear brake. You can just see in there. You can see the spring and the pads there either side. And in the middle there we've got the hub as well. Obviously it's a freewheel hub in the back, and the point at which the spokes are attached. As we move out from there, we move up towards the rim and the spoke nipples, where the spokes are all attached and their tension can be adjusted. There's a reflector in the wheel there. And we look at the quick look at the pedal with some fairly hefty cleats on there, and again the other side now of where your bottom bracket is inside that part, and the other side of the front mechanism, the derailleur, where the cable attaches. You can see the adjustment screws there.